Hey, it's Mrs. Erickson, and welcome to Thursday. We are only going to do 5 minutes of review activities today, so choose any activity in that folder. If you're still shaky on complex and compound and simple sentences, make sure you're practicing that. Okay, you're going to need that for the access test. All right. After we paused it, now we're back. You reviewed your syntax skills. We're going to do a cell check-in, so make sure we'll talk about that in a second. And then we're going to go over the access test. So the access test is coming up on Tuesday. The first test for 6th graders is Tuesday. So we're going to go over how to use the tools on the access. And we're also going to go over how to do the listening test, how to take the test, practice the test, and show what you know. Okay, so how are you? I've been reading your, for those of you who have been doing it, I've been reading your check-ins, so keep doing that if you feel comfortable. I hope you guys are all doing okay. I'm thinking about you each day. Let me know how you're doing. I'm doing pretty well. It's pretty busy here at school, but overall, I'm doing well. All right, so I call, you respond. I will review how to sign in, use the tools of the middle school access test, and practice the listening test. I will think about how I did last year and make goals for the listening test this year. Okay, so because you are home, I think the school is trying to work with you to try to get you into school to take your test. So if you are able to come to school to take the test, I think that's what they want you to do. Just have your families call if you need help with that. Just let me know. So I see Rose, you are on there. You are taking it Thursday in room 129. Sunji, I see you in 108. You are taking it as well if you come into school. So have your family call the school. Eden, I don't see you on here. So maybe they worked out something with you. I don't know. But we'll still practice it anyway, just because you'll have to take it because it's required by the state. So, okay, how did you do last year on the test? So what are your goals this year? What have I taught you that you will make sure you do on each of these tests? And remember, to pass, you need a 3.5 or higher in each test and have a total score of 4.5. 6 is the best score. Okay, so you need a 4.5 basically on every single domain: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So how do you look at your goals? You're going to go into ISD 279. We've done this before. You're going to go to like the student synergy. And when you get in there, you're going to log in, and then you're going to go to documents, and then you're going to open your access test. So we've done this before, so you should be familiar with it. And I want you to look how you did on listening. Did you get a 4.5? If you didn't, how far under that were you? Okay, for listening. Most people do pretty well on listening, so it's not really an area that's too difficult, and 6 is the best score. All right, so what you're gonna do now is you're gonna go to Access Test Review, then you're gonna go to Test Demo. Okay, so open this in the Access folder, go to Access folder, then you're gonna go to Test Demo, there's a link, and then you're gonna click on Access for L's, and then grades 6 to 12. So you've taken the Access test ever since you were in kindergarten, if you've been here since that long, but it is a new test starting in 6th grade. So you took an elementary version, now you're gonna take the middle school version. So I wanna make sure you understand how to do it. So you're gonna go to How to Sign Up, you're going to do the how to use universal tools and how to take the reading test. So there's 3 demos that I want you to do. When you're done with that, I want you to be thinking about what are the universal tools, how might they help you on the test, which tools do you feel you would use. We're going to skip this part about reading test, okay? Once you've watched that video, you're going to go to the Access Test Review folder, and then you're going to click on the universal tools. What will I do to prepare for the access test? And then you're going to skip this reading check. So don't do the reading check. Don't do the reading check. It's just universal tools and what will I do to prepare for the access test. All right, now after you finish that, I want to make sure you understand These are the things you need. If you're taking it in person here at school, you need to have your Chromebook charged. It has to be at 100% charge. You have to bring your charger just in case something went weird and it didn't charge. You need to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep the night before. Okay? You need a rested body to take this test. And you need a very healthy breakfast so that you are ready for the test. Okay? After that, now you're going to take the Access Test Review. You're going to learn how to go back in the test review folder in Schoology, click the test demo, Access for L's, 6 to 12, and then how to take the listening test. Okay? So that's how to take the test. Then you're going to go back to the folder, listening test practice, Access for L's, listening, and then grades 6 to 8 for listening. And then you're going to do some practice with it. Okay, so that's a lot of work you can work on. And the last thing is you're going to take an Access listening test. Be sure to retake it until you get a 4. Okay, so you have to have a 4 in order to be done with it. Don't have anything less than a 4. All right, and then when you're done, you get to do whatever you want because you're at home. You don't have to do academic choice time. But if you wanted to, study for your science test. Do missing work from other classes. Do homework from other classes. Read a book. Do the review games in the review folder. Okay. All right. Have a great day. Good luck. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to that teacher that is assigned. So, all right. Have a great day.